think I first was aware of disparities of care when I started hearing stories from my community. I belong to an online community of bigger people, and the stories that were coming out were just horrific. And I've been incredibly fortunate that my health is really good, but the stories I was hearing just weren't right. You know, discrimination and poorer outcomes, longer hospital stays. So I was working as a plus size model, and I was demonstrating bariatric hospital equipment. And I started getting opportunities to speak out, and people were kind enough to listen to me and listen to my lived experience. So that's where it all started, and I've been doing this for 20 years now. Things are starting to change. The products, the training, the information available is improving, but we have further to go, definitely. Equity of care is important to me because I'm in the lucky position of having people who care for me. I'm somebody's sister, somebody's daughter, somebody's boss, somebody's other half. I'm all of these things, and my life is worth the same as everybody else's. And every bigger person you meet in a clinical environment is in the same situation. And, you know, discrimination hurts everybody in society, so we need to fight it on all fronts. And size discrimination, weight bias, they're real things. They're affecting people's health, and we're just ordinary people, just a bit bigger. So a few years ago I had a pulmonary embolism, which is a blood clot on the lungs. I didn't have a lot of pain with it, but I was incredibly breathless, and that's a very scary experience. I think it may have been caused by a series of long-haul flights that I'd done, but I had no previous experience of DVT or blood clots. I had a 3 weeks inpatient stay in hospital. I was lucky I was able to mobilise, but overall it was a scary time. I'm on blood thinners for life now, and I'm very conscious of, you know, things like putting my feet up and wearing flight socks and things like that. But, you know, blood clots can happen to anybody at any point of life, and they're terrifying. I believe it's really important to advocate for yourself. The treatment you get in hospital depends on the relationships you can form with the staff that you meet. And if you can be open and honest about your concerns and your fears, about how you're feeling, and about your concerns for rehabilitation in the future, you'll have a better relationship, and that leads to better treatment and better outcomes. So wherever possible, I completely understand that it's difficult, but speak up and tell people what's worrying you and ask for help when you need it. During a hospital stay, it's really important that you stay as mobile as possible, and that can be little things like, even if you're bedbound, continuing to reach and stretch. But as soon as you get the chance, get out of bed, get moving, get walking. Even if it's just a transfer into the chair beside the bed, it will help your overall health. It helps your respiration, it helps your digestion, and anything you can do to maintain your mobility will help. Try and get up, get walking. You'll get some tough love probably from physiotherapists, but accept that it is still love, and that you need to do the best you can for yourself and for everyone that loves you. One of the biggest fears I have as a bigger person is falling, and that doesn't just mean in hospital, it can mean at home or out shopping in my office environment, and it's terrifying. I'm not able to get up from a hard surface myself. Most recently I fell over in my garden at home, and I had to kind of commando crawl into the house to get myself up. So I completely understand the fear of falling and how it inhibits you from needing and wanting to move. But you have to be strong and ask for help. So whether that means you need a walking aid, whether you need a high level frame or a steady stand, whatever you think will help you, talk to your clinical care team, get the help you need to make yourself mobilise. It will pay long-term and short-term benefits for you. I was really excited to try the MAC system because it was unlike anything else that I'd kind of seen on the market. Wearing compression socks is difficult when you're a person of size. Trying to pull them up and down your legs, the material sometimes doesn't feel very kind to your skin, and I'm always concerned about skin abrasions. So yeah, when I first unpacked the box, I thought, is it really this simple? Is it really this sort of friendly looking and easy to use? The instructions were great, they were simple to read, and I've had some experience of testing medical equipment for manufacturers. So I asked my other half, who is he has no experience of medical things, and he read the instructions and was like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. So I applied one to one leg, he did one to the other leg. It was quick, it was simple, it wasn't at all uncomfortable. Even sort of with some of my mobility difficulties, I could reach easily to get it in the right place. The reassurance you get from knowing that you've got it in the right place and that it's set right is fantastic. You know, if you put on a compression sock, you might not realise that you had a crease in it, but the MAC system is just simple, and it works really well. I was slightly concerned it might be uncomfortable or intrusive, but it's not. It's just a really relaxing feeling. So, I was able to watch TV and have a conversation and just carry on with what I wanted to do with it in place, which was fantastic. Trying the MAC system was a revelation because in the past I've only worn compression socks. So putting them on myself can be difficult. They're hard to pull up and down. They're not necessarily comfortable. They're definitely not attractive looking. I've had a hospital stay where I didn't wear compression socks at all, and at the end of my stay, when I looked at my patient notes, somebody had ticked a box every single time to say that they had been applied, and it was quite distressing to realise that this was a treatment that I should have been having and just was never attempted. So the MAC system being so simple and so quick to apply, I would have a lot less concerns about getting the treatment I needed. It's not going to be time consuming if you need help, and it's incredibly simple if you want to do it yourself. I think the main benefit of the MAC system is it's simple to understand and simple to apply. So you can take control of your own health, and you can advocate for yourself. As a preventative tool, it's fantastic. I've seen injuries from compression socks where there was a crease in the skin and nobody noticed, and that's just not going to happen with the MAC system. And also the MAC system is so flexible for size, it's not going to exclude anybody, no matter if your legs are swollen. You're still going to be able to use it and wear it and benefit from it. One of the most important things about getting up and getting mobile is motivating your patient. And, fear of falling is a very real factor. But the fact that the MAC system measures your steps and tells you what progress you're making is really motivating. So you can set yourself a target, you can work to achieve that and then to go past it. So you've always got something new to achieve. And that is a healing thing in itself, just seeing your improvement and being able to measure your improvement. And it's also, you know, your family and your loved ones and your therapists can all see that your hard work is paying off and can actually measure your success, and that's great.
Perfect, thank you.
It's